Alright, if I don't say nothing else right in this video, one thing I want everyone to know that happens to come across this is it's okay not to be okay. Like, seriously. Mental health is so important, and you know, there's a stigma behind it, you know what I'm saying, when someone is not okay, but it's okay not to be okay sometimes. And it's also okay to take your time to get okay, you know, get help or do whatever you have to do to, you know, become your best self again, right? All right, so I'm gonna try to sit this down on my camera bag and see if it's sufficient, but I don't really know. Try to put my bonnet under, try to prop it up real quick, make it look classy, look classy. All right, that's probably decent. I don't really know. There's a lot of light going on. I told everyone that I deleted Messenger, and I'm still getting emails of people sending me messages on Messenger. Like, yeah, I still get on Facebook, but I'm not on Facebook. Don't send me no messages. Leave me alone. A lot of people have been asking me, why am I in a hotel, like, by myself? And I mean, my only answer to that is I had to do it for me. I had to take care of my mental health. I'm not even joking. Like, going from, you know, being busy every day, and, you know, I was a senior in college and everything was just looking so bright, to turn around and you got people passing away, you know, the city's on lockdown, graduation canceled, you know, all that. The life as we know it stopped. You can't hang out with your friends, some of your friends getting sick. Like, it was just a lot for me, and I was just like, you know what, to avoid having a panic attack and to avoid, you know, having a temper tantrum from things I cannot change, I'ma just go you know what's it called, social distance somewhere else. So I decided to leave home, and I'm from Maryland, from Baltimore, but I somehow ended up in Fairfax, Virginia, and I've been here for a couple of days because I kind of like it. The only thing I'm upset about right now is the fact that I left every last one of my tripods at home, and my hand is cramping. I took the time that I needed to, you know, get it all together. Like, mental health is so important, and a lot of people don't take it serious. Everybody be going crazy. People don't take their mental health serious in general. Sometimes you just need to, you know, just let go. Stop trying to be so in control of everything. Just take a step back and breathe. And I had to learn that because I'm kind of a control freak. I admit it. It is what it is, you know what I'm saying? There's some things that I can't control, and I have to accept that. So I left, you know what I'm saying? I just left. You know what I'm saying? I can't handle it. Like, having to stay in the house all the time, it's just a lot for the average person. You know, the average Joe, I can't really do that all the time. I'm in a hotel, just chilling. But anyway, back to what I got on camera to do. I asked a couple of my followers, wait, let me go get my iPad, which is in the bathroom. Anyway, so I asked my followers to give me some questions to answer. I asked my followers to give me some questions to answer, questions that they may have about me. Well, y'all, I had to come back just to share with y'all how freaking good these things is, bro. Like, come on now. I've been sitting here like smashing on my knees the whole time. And I just had one thought, like, why is the world so hard on Black women? Like I just don't get it. Like, people expect us to be so strong, and we are very resilient, but like, I'm like, when is enough enough? When is it our turn to be protected? Like, I made a comment last week, or I don't know, time is a social construct, but I made a post on Instagram that said, like, you know, I never in my life felt protected by a Black man. I don't really like get close relationships, or men in general, but I only say Black men because that's my race, and you know, right? And I mean, I didn't get a lot of backlash from it, but I did have a lot of people that commented, and they were just like, either they were like, are you good, shorty? Or, you know, they're saying stuff like, what you mean, you about to switch lanes, or you about to go outside your race? Like, that matters, right? And it was just a question. It was just like, why are we not as protected? But like, you know, society expects us, well, you know, it's in our DNA, it's in our, you know, our, it's within us to protect, you know, as a woman, it's in us to want to protect the black man. But when it turns around, when the shoe's on the other foot, it's just like we don't have that same protection. And I just be wanting to know why. Like seriously, I can't really speak for everybody, but it's like a stigma behind being an angry black woman. Like we don't have a reason to be. We have like every reason to be angry, seriously, but because we're so resilient and we're so loving, it's in our nature, right, that people, they take that for granted. But we have every reason to be angry, every reason, like every reason to be angry. But they expect us to forgive, which we do, but like for one reason, well, why black women should be angry is the maternal and child death rate, the birth rate, the infant mortality rate. That's what I'm getting at. And you know, the maternal death rate when black women give birth, you know, it's high. It's really high. And that's a systematic thing. We're not protected anywhere. If something was to happen to me in this hotel, like I go missing, it probably won't even make the news, which is sad, pretty sad. It probably won't even make the news, or even if it does, like nobody's really gonna be out here looking for me. Like seriously, it happens all the time. Like there was big cases about this a couple years ago. Even now, like that's why, you know, you gotta protect yourself, but like at the same time, like come on, baby, do better. People don't really be looking out for us like that. And life is not fair, but like it's not fair. And then they expect us to do do backflips for them when something happens to them. Like, yeah, I'm gonna always protect the black man. I'm always gonna be there if somebody needs something, especially like because I have brothers and I have cousins and I have nephews, and you know, that's black, and I will always go to bat for them. But like at the same time, it's just like, as a society, as you know, as a community, we have to do better. Seriously, because I'm over here like, I'm not gonna say I'm damaged, but shorty been hurting. Like, come on. It's been a journey of like just self-discovery and figuring out who I am outside of everybody else, to realize that a lot of my issues are not just because I'm insecure or, you know, I've been in toxic relationships, which I have, but it's more so like, it's a systematic thing. It's a pattern that came from slavery, like black men not protecting black women, or not being able to, or not knowing how to. It came from slavery. It's a slavery mindset thing. I think it's high time for everybody to get their SHIT together, because there's no reason not to. Like, I don't know. I know one thing. I don't know. I'm just disgusted. I'm disgusted. Like, and I think that's one of the reasons why I've been having problems over the last couple of weeks. Like, I be swearing up and down that I'm over stuff. And that's one thing. As a black woman, I have to put on a brave face everywhere I go. Like, stuff happened to me, I'm expected to shake it off. Like, don't be bitter, shake it off, it's okay, you're gonna get through it, right? But like, it's okay to be hurt sometimes. It's okay to be like, you know what, that hurt me, that situation, yeah, he cheated on me, that hurt, but I'm gonna get over it. People expect us to be like, okay, and move on to the next. And then, you know, it's a pattern. Now the girl that been hurt, now she hurting everybody else. Not saying it's just mainly just black women, it's anybody, right? As a woman in general, I'm not even going to make it like a race thing, but like, yeah, that's why I've been like down. I'm just like, it starts with daddy issues. Like, I've noticed how when girls have their dad in their life and their dad is active and he's, you know, he's the example, he's an example. He sets the example for how he wants his daughter to be treated by being that, right? And I notice how the girl, the female, whatever woman, I know a lot of people don't like when the term female is used, but anyway, so like, yeah, when girls have that dad, that kind of dad, what's it called, a girl dad, it was so hard for me to talk about this, but when girls have the a girl dad, you can see it in her life. You can tell when a girl has a dad that's like invested in making sure that she make the right decisions, because you can always just talk. I can't even speak as a parent because I'm not, but just speaking as a female, right? So like, if you people are going to watch what you do, not what you say. I know a lot of parents, especially Black parents, they be like, do as I say, not as I do. But at the end of the day, I'm watching what you do, and I'm mimicking that without even realizing, because that's the example that you set, right? That's the example that you set. So if I have a dad that's honestly like, I feel like I'm fighting for his love and his affection, and or even a dad that puts his hands on me, or you know, a dad that's not being a very good example, I know, even though I know better, I'm going to end up in relationships like that, right? Because that's the example he set for me. That's the only example that I know. And, you know, it's a psychological thing, but like, girls attract men like their dads. It happens. They attract men like their dads, and especially when they have violent parents, their significant other has a good chance of being violent. And it's like a curse that needs to be broken, honestly, because men have to do better. I know. I think that one thing that as a female, one thing that I could help, one piece of advice I can give, honestly, as I'm working through my own stuff, because now that I've been paying attention, a lot of females go through this. Okay, anyway, my camera definitely just died. So like, I don't know where I was saying, but I think I'm talking about when girls have dads that are the example for them. You see it in their life. You see them, they have a certain confidence to them. They expect different things, you know. They pretty much know what to look forward to in a man when it's time for them to get a partner. But like, people like me, I had multiple father figures. I probably will elaborate that a little bit in a different video, but I've had multiple father figures, and none of them are example of what I want in a man. And I'm gonna be honest, and just being present is not enough. I know that sounds a little ungrateful, but being present is not enough when you're not feeding positive, you know, lesson affirmations and building them up to be the woman they needs to be in life, to fight off everything else they're gonna have to fight. As a Black woman, you need to equip them, you know. And it's not enough to just be there and say, I raised you, raised me to be Black. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, like, and I thought I was over a lot of stuff. I thought, you know, because I made it to be an adult, you know, whatever that means. And I went through college, and, you know, I did steps. Everyone says the American dream. I did everything, you know, so far, you know, in decency and in order. But it's still like, I have childhood trauma, and nothing is helping it. I can go ahead and read. You need to pray about it. All right, next. What else? What else do I need to do? Because maybe I'm not looking at the right scripture, because I'm still sad. What am I to do with this childhood trauma? I had to actually first admit that it was there, for real. I had to realize, you know, a lot of the reasons why I can't keep relationships, or not even keep relationships, because the reason why I don't make the best decisions when it comes to relationships is because I was never taught how. I feel like that's something that I just...